Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. Thank you for joining me, and as always, please remember these are general. Take what resonates as it resonates with you. Be sure to watch all your signs, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus energy. If you want a personal reading specific just to you, the information is below. I'm actually caught up on personal readings, so now would be a great time to get one because I can get it done and sent to you right away. You have your monthlies posted that you can watch. You have your mid-monthlies, and you have a bunch of other week ahead readings. Technically, we are looking at the week beginning October 18th. Something happened October 10th, fire signs, and it's going to have repercussions, or this is where you see the results of it. I don't know. But yeah, you can watch any week ahead video, really, whenever you feel drawn to. That's when you should watch a timeless reading. I am using Tarot de la Nuit with Tarot del Toro to clarify. And the oracle message is coming from Le Vampire Oracle deck. Okay. Alrighty then. Please make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't, comment, share, and thank you all for your support. Okay, sorry, bumped my mic. 1:35-ish. Doing timestamps, guys. Aries, what is going on for Aries? 10 of Wands. I'll put it back in, see if it pops back out. A heavy burden, something you've been waiting to hear on, and it's heavy. You have to hold on to something until you hear something. Could just talk about moving, or a very busy week ahead. Show me Aries in the week ahead. Aries. 8 of Wands. Not quite 10. The 9 of Pentacles is the challenge and the Hierophant. Okay, so this is like a heads up, don't burn out. Bottom of the deck, yeah, 10 of Swords. Don't burn yourself out. 10 of Swords, Page of Swords. What's going on? For some of you, you're going back from focusing only on your business as a sole stream of income. You're going back to a more traditional 9-to-5 role. There is an ending. It's a difficult ending. It's a difficult decision to make. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Emperor. But it has been a struggle. Okay, you've been dealing with a lot of struggles. 8 of Wands. I feel like this is things moving very quickly, but also it's like a bunch of expenses coming at you all at the same time, a bunch of bills coming at you all at the same time. It's a constant juggling act is the way it's coming up. Things are moving very fast. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to spend. And the challenge is the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like either you've been focusing on your own business as a sole means of income, and you can't handle it. Okay, it doesn't cover the bills, and so that means you're going to accept a more traditional 9-to-5 or even a part-time, something where it gives you some level of stability every month. For some of you, this is saying you've already started applying with the 8 of Wands and you're now seeing results. Maybe you started applying around the 10th of October. And now you're seeing an offer come through. Okay, Page of Swords can be a contract. For others of you, I feel like you have been on your own. You've been single. You have chosen to be single because of a difficult breakup, divorce, very painful ending when it comes to your love life that has put you forever on guard with the Page of Swords, maybe left you with some trust issues. The 8 of Wands tells me that it's like new life after an ending, right? So this is you getting back out there, you starting to talk to people online, joining a dating thing, or you have been doing that, okay, and this is just a very social time for you. You're talking to a lot of different people. There's a lot of messaging going on. Your challenge is, you know, you've been single for quite some time. With the Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands, yeah, definitely a lot of online communication. You've been single for quite some time. You're not sure who to trust, what to trust. You're not even sure how how to do things these days, how to date these days, etc. In the outcome, you do have one that stands out, or one that will pursue you more than others. It could be Taurus energy here. Someone offering commitment. Maybe you've been talking to someone online and they're talking about commitment. And then it's a matter of, I don't know, I'm not sure, I have some issues that I'm still dealing with. I don't know if I still believe in marriage type conversations going on. I do feel like for the most part, a lot of you are going from doing things on your own or being on your own, whether that's in love or with business or anything like that, to committing to something or someone, or accepting their offer of commitment. And you have your doubts and you have your hesitations, but you're feeling overwhelmed, trying to do everything yourself or trying to do things on your own. Or you're ready to, you know, get back out there. You're ready to trust. You're ready to take a chance. Whatever the situation is, it'll be different for everyone. Either way, it results in a commitment offered, a commitment accepted. Let's see. Clarify for Aries, the energies of the week ahead. Eight of Wands. The Fool, yeah, taking a chance. Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. You've been on your own for quite some time. You've been comfortable because you trust yourself, right? Two of Pentacles in the outcome. The Four of Wands, yeah, and the Hierophant. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Aries, whatever it is, it's someone's saying yes. Whether you're the one that has to say yes or someone is saying yes to you. It's a new cycle. It's new energy. It's a new beginning. It's a new chapter in your life. You're excited about it with the Eight of Wands. You've been single or you've been on your own for quite some time with the Four of Swords. But the Four of Swords is also an energy of not a lot happening, okay? So while maybe you've taken time to recover, you've taken time to heal, or you have chosen to be on your own or to work on your own, and that has given you a sense of stability in that I trust myself, right? I know if I want to get something done, I'll do it myself and I know it'll get done right, etc. There's also an energy of pause, of things slowing down or things coming to a halt, okay? So whether it's temporary, because the Two of Pentacles can be temporary, the Two of Pentacles can be a part-time thing that you're juggling alongside your own business, or if it's more of a permanent thing, whether it's business or romantic. Hierophant in the Four of Wands talks about long-term commitments being made that are successful, that are prosperous, that are lucrative, that are harmonious, that you can trust, okay? So good for you, Aries. Whatever this is, you tell me, because go for it, okay? Definitely go for it. Oracle energy and advice for Aries. Oracle energy and advice for Aries for the week ahead. Courtesy, thoughtful, polite, good manners. So I feel like this is someone who's very, very respectful of you, very respectful of your time, very respectful of who you are, what you have to bring to the table. They will match that, okay? They will match that. And again, it's this energy of someone who wants to do things properly, which again just confirms for you that it's okay to trust this. It's okay to take a chance on this, okay? With that energy. I also feel like it's someone who has the same values as you do, or the same work ethic. It's someone who you blend with very well. It's a like-minded individual. And there's a lot of respect in this connection, whether it's romantic or professional. There's a lot of respect for one another. So that's cool. You're gonna have to tell me what that is, but it looks amazing. I wish I had Aries in my chart. Okay. Okay, moving on to Leo, 10, 15-ish. What's going on for Leo in the week ahead? What's going on for Leo in the week ahead? Two of Swords, standstill, Seven of Cups, confusion, Nine of Swords. Man, what? Strength card at the bottom of the deck, your energy. The Four of Pentacles. It reminds me of the Gemini reading a little bit, and for some of you are dealing with the Gemini. But current situation, the Two of Swords, standstill, stalemate, avoiding having to make a decision, feeling like I don't know enough to make a decision, feeling like I need more information, or waiting for someone else to make a decision. The Challenge, confusion, Seven of Cups, confusion. I don't know what I can trust. I don't know what's real. I don't know what the truth is in this situation. I don't want to make the wrong decision. And it's also a time of waiting. I wonder what they're going to say. You know, should I say this? Should I say that? Should I insist? Should I give them more space? It's a lot of confusion. And in the outcome, the Nine of Swords, you're staying up at night and you still don't know what's going on. It's stressful. But with the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, it's telling you that it's a bit of a similar message to Gemini. If you want things to move one way or another, if you want to see movement one way or another, you have to take charge, you have to take control. I feel like a lot of you Leos are waiting for someone else to make a move, waiting for someone else to initiate a conversation, waiting for someone else to decide on something. And it's not happening. And you're stuck. You're stuck and you're stressing about it. Okay? And the message is, with the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card, you're going to have to take control of the situation. It could also be a case of, I don't want to have this conversation because I don't want to get rejected. But you're stuck. Okay? You can't move on from that until you know one way or another. Does that make sense? So it's like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. But at the end of the day, it's better to know, because at least then you're not stuck. Then you can decide what you want to do. Okay? Yes, it might be painful if the answer is not what you want to hear, but you'll know, at least you'll know, and you'll be free to move one way or another. Does that make sense? I also feel like this is, you've been avoiding someone, because for some of you, I'm getting the scenario that you've been avoiding someone because you know if you're going to start a conversation, it will end up in a breakup. You've been avoiding a topic, you've been avoiding a particular conversation with someone, or you've been avoiding the person altogether, because you know if that conversation begins, it will end up with you saying you don't want to be with them anymore, or them saying they don't want to be with you anymore. Okay? Because it's, yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're at that stage where one of you wants more and the other doesn't. Okay? Or one of you wants kids and the other doesn't. And you don't want to have that conversation because that's pretty much a deal breaker, and you don't want to break up. But at the same time, you know that that's where it's going to end up because you just want different things. And that's just one example. Let's clarify for Leo. Clarify the energies for Leo. And the Strength card there is it's there to tell you that no matter what happens, you'll be okay. No matter what happens, it won't destroy you, right? And you know that already with the Strength card energy. I just feel like I don't really want to deal with this right now. If it's in the case that you've been avoiding a conversation or a person. Clarify for Leo. Two of Swords. King of Swords. Seven of Cups. Ace of Wands. Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, and Judgment. For some of you, you want someone back, but you don't want to initiate the conversation, okay? You haven't been speaking to each other, or you want someone back, but they've blocked you, so you physically can't initiate a conversation. Air sign energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I told you some of you are dealing with a Gemini because this came up in their reading as well. So yeah, the challenge for some of you, you're waiting to hear from an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, just take the messages that make sense to you. But you're waiting to hear from someone. There has been no communication. Two of Swords in here twice. You haven't talked, you haven't seen each other. With the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Strength card, there has been a separation, there has been a break. The feelings are still there with the Six of Cups. But there's an element of pride with the Strength card there on both sides, where I haven't let go of this, I haven't released this, but I'm not sure how badly I want to fight for it. And also, I don't want to be the one to say I'm sorry first. I don't want to be the one to say I miss you first, okay? So you keep hoping that they will do that, but the thing is, they're doing the same thing, okay? So no one's going to talk. The challenge with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Wands is to get out of your own head, to stop imagining having the conversation, and to actually have the conversation, to take charge, to take action with that Ace of Wands, to initiate. Okay. The Nine of Swords, you're in your head a lot about this, but with the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands, this tells me that you both want the same thing. There's still feelings there. There's still a longing for each other. You both want the same thing. But you're in your head, you're stressing, you're worried about rejection, and you're stressing about, I don't want to be the one to be vulnerable. I don't want to be the one to open up first. Maybe you've done that before, and now you're like, no, I've always done that. They need to be the one now. Thing is, they're thinking the same thing. No, I'm not going to open up. You know what I mean? And that's why there's a standstill and a stalemate. However, Judgment there, Six of Cups, Four of Wands tells me you both want the same thing. And you're both doing the same thing. You're waiting for the other to initiate. As a result, this will be stuck. Nothing's going to happen here. You're not going to hear from each other. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be wasting time. And potentially the connection is going to dwindle, okay? But it's up to you how you want to handle it. If you want to take charge, if you want to initiate, if you want to be the one to, be the first one to whatever, call, message, text, show up. Because there is this element of you haven't released each other, you still care for each other very much, but there's this stubbornness from both parties, okay? But remember, reconciliation is possible. It's something you both want. It's a matter of, are you going to be the one to reach out, because they're not going to do it, okay? Both of you are stubborn. So there's that. For others of you, this could be in a work sense where you keep waiting for, this could be like a boss. You keep waiting for them to make a decision or for them to choose you. But you're putting the ball in their court, right? Even though this is something you really, really want, it's something you truly wish for, you're not actually doing much. It could be a case of, with the Seven of Cups here, it should be clear that you're the best for that role. It should be clear to them that you're the best person for the job. It should be clear. It should be known, right? But the message here is, it's not, what do I want to say? It's almost like, yeah, it's a bit of ego. It's a little bit of pride getting in the way. Like, I shouldn't have to apply for this. I shouldn't have to audition for this, is what I hear for some of you. Everyone knows that I'm the best for the job. My boss should know, or whoever's in charge and needs to decide, they should know that I'm the best. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to tell them to hire me. I shouldn't have to apply. I shouldn't have to go through the interview. There's that kind of energy there. But the message here is, no, you're actually, you're gonna have to be the one to initiate. You're gonna have to be the one to make it clear that that's what you want. You're gonna have to be the one, because there's this element of something needs to be made clear, Okay, there's Two of Swords, there's Seven of Cups. To you, it's clear. To other people, it might not be. Okay, there's that energy of a difference in perception and a difference in perspective. And if you want this, you're gonna have to make it clear, right, that that's what you want. It looks like it can be yours because you have the Judgment, that's reviews, assessments, and the results. Okay, and official communication coming in to do with a job or a promotion, something you've wished for, worked hard for, you're the best for it, right, etc. But you have to make it clear that that's what you want. You think that it's clear, but it's not. You think it should be clear, but it's not. You think you shouldn't have to go through the same process as everyone else. You should have an edge, or you should have an advantage. The message is that it's not going to work that way. Okay, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't, I don't know. But it's not going to go that way. So it's a matter of, are you going to let your pride get in the way? Or are you going to, follow the process same as everybody else, and trust that you're the best for it, and it will be reflected. As you're going through the process, as you're being reviewed, as you're being considered, you will shine as the best prospect. Does that make sense? Oracle message for Leo in the week ahead. Okay, that one. Thirst. Yeah, look. Craving, compulsion, obsession. There is something that you really want, Leo. Like you really want this, okay? It's like a craving. Okay, it's like a compulsion, like an obsession to you. But there's stubbornness and there's pride getting in the way. It's almost like you really, really want something, but you want the other person to fight for you. You really, really want something, but you want the other person to chase you. Okay? And I'm not saying you don't deserve to be chased, and I'm not saying you don't deserve to be courted, and I'm not saying you don't deserve someone to fight for you. What I'm saying is, it's not going to work that way. If you want this, you're going to have to go for it. Okay? Whether that's fair or not, whether that is warranted or not, it's not going to go the way you think it should. And maybe you are right. And maybe you do deserve to be chased. You do deserve, someone should make an effort for you. Someone should chase you. Someone should pursue you. Okay? I'm just saying that's not gonna happen that way. Okay? You're gonna have to be the one to either make it clear that's what you want, or to go for whatever this is that you want. Okay? Because this is you saying, I really, really want to be with them, but they need to be the one to chase me. They need to be the one to initiate. But you're worried and you're stressing and you're staying up at night because they're not doing it. Okay? Same thing with jobs, same thing with anything. So Leo, it'll be up to you how you want to handle this. Just know that what you're craving for, what you want, wants you as well. But if you're waiting for them to chase, for them to initiate, for them to reach out, for them to whatever, unfortunately, whether it's right or wrong, it's not going to happen that way. You still have to be the one to reach out. You still have to be the one to chase. You still have to be the one to take charge of the situation. Okay, so take it for what it's worth and decide what you want to do about it. Okay, moving on to 24-26. Sagittarius. Show me Sagittarius in the week ahead. What is going on for Sagittarius in the week ahead? What's going on for Sagittarius in the week ahead? Sagittarius in the week ahead. There we go. What do we got? the Fool, 5 of Wands, the High Priestess, bottom of the deck, the 8 of Cups. You want to go. You want to leave something, someone. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Temperance under that, your energy, and the Ace of Wands under that. You want a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. You want something different with the Ace of Wands. With the Temperance energy, you've been thinking about this and going back and forth and doing pros and cons for quite some time. For some of you, it's a case of you want to move, or you want to travel, or you want to move abroad. Okay, you're ready to go, you're all set up, you're all ready and prepared, and the challenge is there's obstacles and blockages and delays caused external to you, right? Caused by, I don't know, what's going on in the world, government restrictions, whatever the case may be. And this just means you're going to have to keep waiting for a while longer with the High Priestess, okay? That's one scenario. For others of you, you want to change your job, you want to be single, or you want to be with someone else. You want something different to what you have currently. And this has been going on for a while with the Temperance card energy, and you've been going back and forth in your head. You've been doing pros and cons. You've been worried, is it the right time? How am I going to do this? You've been, just running scenarios in your head. But you want something brand new, something different, okay, with the Fool energy. Whether you know what that is or not, you just know you don't want what you currently have anymore. The challenge is, it could be for some of you, the challenge is other people, how your decision is going to impact other people. It could be that this is a lot of internal conflict though. And it's worrying about what the change is going to look like. Because it's 5, it's an energy of change, it's an energy of chaos. Because of the unknown. It's like, I want a new beginning, but I'm afraid of the changes that I'm going to have to make. Does that make sense? In the outcome, we have the High Priestess. I will clarify, for some of you, this can be, you still start something, but you're doing it in secret. So be careful. For some of you, this can be like a fair energy, or entertaining that, I don't know, just be careful. But for others of you, this is, you're not taking action at this time. You're continuing to hold back until you have more information or more clarity, or until you reach that place of, I have my confirmation that this is really what I want to do and I'm ready for it, okay? And this could be vice versa, right? This could be happening to you. So if someone's acting weird and funny, and this could be why they want to go. They want something else, okay? So let's see. Let's clarify for Sagittarius and the week ahead. What's going on for Sagittarius in the week ahead? Clarify these energies. Sagittarius and the week ahead. The Fool. Yeah, the 2 of Cups. Someone new sparks your interest and your emotion. 5 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles as the challenge. The 9 of Swords and the High Priestess. Oh, you're so tempted. And the 4 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Discs, Ace of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords. And the 9 of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius. Yeah. For some of you, either you've met someone new and you feel like they're the one for you. But you're already in a commitment, or you're already in some sort of an entanglement. I don't know. Because this would involve you taking a big chance and starting fresh, starting something over. But whoever it is, you view them as a like-minded person. You have a lot in common. You want the same things. Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The challenge is you would have to change or upset a current balance, because for better or for worse, you have been in a commitment that you know what it is, you're familiar with it, the roles are well established, everyone knows what they're doing, and you'd have to be kind of breaking that apart. Could also be an energy of a lot would have to change, because maybe you live with someone, maybe you have assets together, maybe you have a business together. There's things to split up, right? It's gonna get messy. There's a lot to change. And in the outcome, you want this new commitment with the Four of Wands there. But you're stressing. You're worried about it. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? It's very tempting to you. But I feel like you're in your head a lot with the Nine of Swords about what it would mean. Everything that would have to change. You know when you think about doing something and you start thinking about it so much to the point where you don't want to do it in the end because it looks like it's too much in your head and you're talking yourself out of it? As opposed to if you actually just started doing it, you'd realize, you know, it's not that bad. It's okay. I can do this. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take as long as I thought it did. It's not as complicated as I thought it would be. Right? But right now, you're in your head about this. But everything that would have to change if you were to go for this. Nine of Cups. Two of Pentacles. It is a wish come true for you. This new offer, opportunity, or person. That's where your emotions are. For some of you, there's a healing energy, the World card here. High Priestess again. Or it's a healing energy, it's a reconciliation energy for some of you with someone who's at a distance from you. There's been a pause, there's been a break in communication. You haven't seen each other, you haven't spoken in a while. But there's still a lot of feelings there. There's still a lot of emotion there. With the Ace of Pentacles there, you're entertaining the possibility of a new or a renewed commitment with that person. And then it's a matter of, how do I get myself out of my current dynamic? Because you have Wands and Pentacles in your current dynamic, okay? So it's stable, maybe balanced. Like I say, it's familiar. Everyone knows what they're doing. The rules are very well established. It's in balance to the point where it's stagnant. But your happiness, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Fool, your happiness is elsewhere, okay? Your emotional fulfillment is elsewhere. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. So Sagittarius, you're in a situation where you feel like you want something new, or someone from the past, someone you've already dealt with, but you're afraid of what kind of changes you're going to have to make for that new or renewed situation, for you to be able to take a chance. The Fool with the Two of Cups is falling in love. So you could be falling in love with someone other than the person that you're with. I'm gonna have to say it. Or you realize that you're in love with someone else from the past, and maybe there's an action that is happening with the Ace of Wands. Someone takes some sort of an action, or there's conversation, or there's something like that happening, and it sparks your emotions back up, and you realize that you actually have emotions for this other person, not the person you're with. Or it's not on the same level, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? And you have a choice to make. Do you keep it to yourself with the High Priestess, pretend you don't know what's going on, and stay in your current commitment? Or do you cut ties, upset the balance, break it down, and go where your heart is? And listen, this could be going on with love life, but it could also be going on with work, with career, right? You have the opportunity to do something you've always dreamed of doing. But you can't be in your current situation and do the new situation or what really makes you happy at the same time. It's going to have to be either or. That's your problem. And it's a big deal, and it's a big change with the Fool card there, or at least it seems to be. You feel like it is, okay? So that's what makes it complicated in your mind. Look at all those cogs there, you know? Oh, I have to do this, and then that leads to that, and then that leads to that, and then that, you know what I mean? So my advice to you, Sagittarius, would be make it simple. I'm not saying make it easy. I'm saying make it simple, okay? What do you really, really want to do? What truly makes you happy? Then make your choice and follow through. Do what you need to do. If you come to the conclusion that you don't want to go where, whatever this is, where your heart is, if you'd rather stay comfortable where you are, even though you know your heart is someplace else, if you can do that, by all means. If you decide, no, I really want to take a chance on that person or that situation that really truly makes me happy, call for help. Oh, I was just talking about it. So this flipped over. I don't know if you saw it. Call for help. Reach out. Need for backup. Admit your needs. You can't make this stuff up, man. The energy is a number 3 there. I'm seeing the 3 of Wands in my head. Where you are is not where you want to be. You want to be someplace else. You know where you want to be. You have to admit it to yourself. You know where you want to be. You have to admit it to yourself and then reach out. Okay? This also says speak to someone. Speak to someone you trust. Sound it out, right? Say it. You know when, yeah, with the 9 of Swords, that's why. With the 9 of Swords, what I was saying, you know, when we think about things, and I do this too, when I think about something and I break it down, it becomes so complicated. But then when I go to talk to someone and I voice it and I hear myself say the words, it's like it just becomes so simple. I don't even need someone else's input. I just need to say it out loud so I can hear it myself. Does that make sense? So that's what you need to be doing. That's going to give you some clarity as to what you need to do. But it's a case of, with the High Priestess, you already know what you really want to do. It's a case of admitting it to yourself and then reaching out and making the changes you need to make, because, I mean, you only have one life. Do you really want to live in a situation where you're not fully happy? It'll be up to you. I mean, it's different for everyone, but that's the bottom line, okay? So I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. But I hope the reading helps you if you are dealing with this, okay? So I'll leave it there for now, okay? So remember to watch all your signs. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.